Welcome to I've Always Got Time to Talk with Maya Gouliard, where curiosity leads, knowledge follows. Each episode, I share whatever topic whimsy and my ADHD hyperfixation lead me, from the history of gin to the metadata behind selling independently published books to selling handmade art at a farmer's market. My life and energy flow with the interest and the joy, and then I share it here with you for the fun of it. Living and learning, indie authoring, artsy craftsy, reading and watching shows. Come along. So, who am I? Why do I want to do a podcast? Why should you listen? I am a woman in her 50s, and I have lived life, a lot of it, and my ADHD has really been a big factor in how I learn things and how I jump around. And it used to be something that kept me, held me back, but I'm realizing that's not the case. It is, now that I'm older and I see all of the things I've accomplished so far in my life, I'm realizing that a lot of those things would never have happened if I hadn't embraced who I really am and the individuality of who I am. The need to jump from topic to passion, following whatever is exciting. It got me in a lot of trouble in school. It caused issues as I was trying to fit in, and do the things you're supposed to do, whether it was at jobs or being a parent, when we tried to have the kids in public schools. I did end up unschooling, which was a path of its own. And I did write a book if you want to hear about that. I'll probably do a podcast on unschooling too. But the whole idea of following who I am and embracing what's exciting and being willing to switch it up and realize what's not working instead of pushing to, even if something isn't working, I'm going to do it. That's it. It doesn't work for me, because when you push yourself to do something and you are against it really inside, then it either you stop and don't do it, or you don't do it well, and you certainly aren't happy. So I really try to focus my life around what's interesting and exciting and fun. And the more I embrace following that curiosity, the more fun and happy my life is. And I also end up creating a lot of really amazing, fun stuff too, whether it's my art or my books or community, right? And just having the people around to support each other and be excited about what they're doing in life and them being excited what I'm doing in life. And it just has been really good for me after raising the kids to start building that community and embracing all of these different pieces of who I am and the chaos that I bring to life. But the chaos makes it fun and exciting. And so the kids, I raised 4 children. We eventually unschooled them, which is child-led education, very much about just having fun and kind of what I'm talking about as an adult here, but letting them do that their whole lives. When I finally was left without the kids, they move on. They don't stay with you forever and ever. When the last of them moved out, 3 of them moved out in 1 year. So it was very dramatic and huge shift for me. I looked at filling all of that time, and I've been filling it with a lot of things. I learned how to quilt. I learned how to paint and do all sorts of other artsy kinds of things. I started selling my art online, and I started selling it at markets. But one thing I have learned from following this ADHD kind of curiosity path is I I want to do it all myself. I'm very independent, and I don't want to pay. First, I'm also poor, so I don't want to pay someone else to take on the marketing or, you know, branding or making any of that. So I've learned it all myself. And each attempt at something, especially stuff that's more serious, right? So like if I want to sell my art or if I want to sell my books, every time I do it, I get better at it. I understand more of it. I'm hyper fixating on SEO. So I understand SEO now, where the first time I tried to market my art, it didn't work because I was just posting photos on Etsy or something like that. Now I understand all of this other behind the scenes stuff. And so every little hyperfixation that I follow builds and leads me somewhere. Even, whether it is about, some historical thing that's just super interesting, that layers on and you learn, one of my favorite unschooling quotes is from Charlotte Mason, and she says that learning is the science of relations, and it has to do with, now I understand, let's say I'm learning about wine. Now I hear the word body. I don't know what that means. Oh, that's got a lot of body. What? So now you learn, and you hear that the second time around, and you're like, oh, yeah, okay. Connecting dots. But to connect the dots, you have to do those deep dives that get you to those connections. So that's how I do it. And I know I'm not alone. There's a lot of us what people call neurospicy, neurodivergent, or whatever. We're out here making our own way, right? And the path for me is different from the path for you. And I celebrate that. I think that's amazing. Let's all kind of figure out what's best for us. And what's best for me today is not going to be what's best for me in 2 years. And maybe not even tomorrow, and following that and embracing the fact that we have that power to do whatever the heck we want today or tomorrow. And maybe in an hour, I don't ever want to do a podcast again. I don't think that's going to be true, but it could be, and that's okay. So yeah, that's what this is going to embrace. It's just talking about all of those many, many paths, those deep dives, and the following excitement and curiosity, and really embracing that the individual journey can be whatever we want it to be, and building a community of people who support each other in that. So I do have a Discord channel if you want to be a part of that community. We have a book club, we have a writing group, we have a artsy craftsy space, or just, talking as older women, or maybe you're young and you just want to be around some people like me. You're welcome. So this podcast is gonna just kind of delve into all of that, and I'm glad you're here.